What's up guys, my name's Kenna and today we are talking about boobies. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I had posted a story where you guys can ask me anything and everything you wanted to know about boobs. I am getting mine redone. It is Monday today and on Thursday I am going in for a removal and a replacement of my breast implants. I got them done about a little over 5 years ago. I believe it was in January of 2015, and now I'm going to get them redone, and I'm going to answer all of your questions about them. Okay, so in 2015, I went to Dr. FASCHING in Plymouth, and we decided to do a 300cc implant filled to 330. They do the overfilling because it prevents the little ripples on the side of the actual implant, so you don't see them through your skin. So the first time that I did them, I went under the muscle. My incision was underneath my breast here. There are other options. You can go through your nipple or through your armpit, but this time and the first time I did them, I chose to go underneath my breast. I also decided to go with a saline implant, which is salt water. I chose to go with saline because saline is less harmful to your body if it were to rupture, and if it were to rupture, you would notice the saline because it would leak out, whereas silicone it doesn't just leak and it's foreign to your body. I wasn't prone to the fact of putting in a silicone implant, even though they do feel more real and people say they look more real, but that wasn't my concern. I was more concerned about my health in general. So I'm gonna pop a swimsuit on real quick and show you guys what my breasts look like now with a saline implant, 300 cc's filled to 330. Here we go. You can push them together with a bra. So when I had them done the first time, it took about 2 days to be up and moving around for me. Usually I bounce back pretty quick, but it was sore. I could not sit up out of bed on my own. Like, it feels like there's an elephant sitting on your chest. You want to be careful with driving because any movement of your muscles it's tender. I was asked a ton of questions about why are you getting them redone. And honestly, my pocket opened up, so when I lay back, I don't really know how to show you guys this, but when I lay back on my back, the implant slides a little bit farther into my armpit than I would like it to. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna remove this implant, replace it with a new one, and then they're going to sew up the pocket right here so that they sit where they're supposed to and they don't travel away. I don't really need to get them redone right now, but I have the funds and the opportunity to, so I am. Someone asked me, was this for aesthetic or health reasons, and did I get a second opinion? This is simply just my preference. I love boobs in general. I think boobs are awesome, they're fun, and personally I don't have any boob fat. I was not blessed with natural boobies, so that is why I'm getting them done, or why I got them done the first time. I absolutely love having my implants. I have not had any issues with them, any regrets getting them. I would have waited until after having kids, most likely. So I got asked, who's your doctor that you're going to and where? I'm going to Dr. FASCHING again for this procedure. I loved him the first time. I love all of his before and after pictures. He does tons of surgeries every single day, and he's very skilled at what he does. So I trust him. I'm happy to be going back to him. And when I first got them done, yes, I did get multiple opinions to find like the best price and the best doctor, and we kind of all came to the conclusion that Dr. FASCHING is awesome and his pricing is very reasonable. Implants under or over the pectoralis. So I personally went under the muscle. They say for a more natural look, that's what most people do, is to go under. You can go over if you have a lot of like your own nice tissue. But for me, I went under. That's just what worked for my body type. I was asked, was I able to breastfeed with having them done? And yes, I had absolutely no issues with breastfeeding. I actually had an abundance of a supply. I breastfed both my babies I pumped for 8 months, and then I breastfed them both until they were over a year. So I don't think that putting the implant in affects your supply whatsoever. for me, there was absolutely no issues with breastfeeding other than the fact that they grew so fast in such a short period of time. I was asked if there is a good surgeon that I have in mind. I have not found any great women surgeons. I have not looked though, so I can't really rule that out, but if I ever do come across one, I will let you know. So what size were they the first time I got them done, and what size am I doing now? The first time I got them done, I did a 300cc implant filled to 330 to prevent rippling, and that landed me at about a 32C, like a full C. And this time when I'm getting them done, I'm just going slightly larger. When I got them done the first time, I was not active, I did not work out, and I had some of my own breast tissue and fat in there, and now that I work out, I have lost all of my own breast fat. So I am going a little bit larger. I will be getting a 400cc implant filled to 430 cc's to prevent the rippling. How do you know what the perfect size to get is and saline versus silicone? For me, I looked up a lot of before and after pictures with different surgeons on sizes. So on realself.com and stuff, or even surgeon web pages, they usually have before and after galleries where you can look at what people did and how many cc's they got and how their breasts look. Of course, everybody's body composition is different and the way the breasts sit are different, so it varies person to person, especially depending on how much tissue you have yourself. But for me, I picked this size because I feel like it'll be perfect for my body frame, and yeah. It says, how often do they need to be redone? They say about every 10 years. I know some people that have gone 15 years with them, and then some people go sooner just because preference. But on average, they say about 10 years. Ask, how long was it before you decided to go with the procedure? I've been ready to do this since I had my second daughter 2 years ago. I just wanted to make sure that I was done having kids before I go ahead and do it, which we are done. 2 is plenty. I am happy with my breasts now. I do not like how they fall to the sides when I lay down because of my pocket being stretched open. So I'm super excited to go in, get my pocket sewed up, and just a little bit larger so they, yeah. One thing to note is that it does take 6 months for them to like settle into your body. So for the first couple weeks, they're gonna look like they're way up here and way larger than they actually are. But once they settle down and they settle in, they look much more natural, and they're awesome. Everybody loves boobies. Yeah. I hope I answered most of the questions. I know I'm pretty chaotic with my brain, but hopefully we went over all the good info that we needed to, and if not, I'll add it in. Alright guys, let's do this. I'm excited. Thanks for coming with me on this journey and asking about it. It's been fun. Let's go get some boobies.